did what?
Under pressure, and he's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Holy cow, what a catch. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his fifth.
Hello and welcome to NFL Talk UK. Another week, another bucket load of news to talk about. I'm Tom Julian, this is Ben McClymont, and we've got our main man, Jeff Reinebold. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm good, fellas. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jeff.
Very, very good. Now there is a lot to talk about, so we're gonna change it up a little bit today. Yeah, we are gonna introduce a brand new YouTube program. Should we call that program?
Yeah, new format for this show.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-minute warning, all right? That's all we've got to talk about. We're going to pick 2 issues each, some of them suggested by you, some of them suggested by us, basically what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Issues that affect the UK and obviously the NFL matters. So one of us, me, Jeff and Ben, we're going to suggest a topic. We've only got 2 minutes to talk about it, then we've got to move on.
Yep, interactive conversation as well. So we'll start a topic and then each of us will jump in and kind of hopefully end with maybe unanimous, maybe disagreements.
We'll see, but you can also jump in on Twitter and on YouTube. Jeff, you feeling confident for this segment? You think your knowledge is up to it?
Hey, bring it on.
All right, well, without further ado, I'm going to get my timer up here.
So official.
Because we have to be official. If we don't have rules, what do we have?
We've got no fun, that's what we've got about rules.
That's it. Right, hang on. Here we go. Clock. Okay. Who's going to start us off? Do you want me to go first?
Go on, you throw one out there.
All right, Jeff. I'm going to throw one out there. The clock is going. Odell Beckham's injury doesn't matter to the New York Giants. And I tell you for why that is. Because their season's done anyway. They're 0-5. They look terrible. The offensive line's a mess. They're missing 3 other wide receivers. Eli Manning is regressing. This team has no hope anyway, so it doesn't really matter that Odell Beckham's done for the season. Thoughts?
I'm not with you.
No?
I think where's your excitement now? If you're, at least with Beckham around, you might win. But they're not looking good. You might win 3 or 4 games, but at least you've got Beckham making some outrageous catches.
But Jeff, if they don't win any games or they only win 1 or 2, then they probably get the first pick next year in the draft. That's more valuable than 3 or 4 or 5 wins, isn't it?
I think it is, but when you look at the thing, I agree with Ben on this one. Anytime you lose a great player, and we're 5 games into the 16-game schedule, nobody is running away with the East. Everybody has warts on them in the East. So who's to say if they fix the offensive line, which is fixable, they're playing better, they're starting to score points. But man, oh man, when you lose that guy, you lose hope now because Shepard's hurt. They go out and find guys and they get better on offense. Marshall's hurt. Shepard's hurt.
Dwayne Harris as well, broke his foot.
Harris is hurt. You can't win with tight ends trying to get down the middle of the field. I think this is the death knell now for the Giants.
The worst thing about it, Jeff, we've only got a few seconds left, but Evan Ingram, the tight end, didn't even make a catch.
He didn't touch it.
He was in my fantasy team and he properly let me down.
That's the issue.
But Jeff, their worst season ever, 1-12-1, I think it was, in 1966. Do you think they're on course to replicate that?
Nah, I think they'll win.
10 seconds.
I think they'll win 3 or 4 games. I just think they got too many football players on that football team.
All right, that's it. That's 2 minutes. Jeff, your statement. Let's go for it.
I'm going to say that right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are the best football team in the National Football League. And I'm going to tell you why, guys. They are getting more play from more guys that you wouldn't expect high-level play from. You look at a linebacker like Frank Zombo. You look at a linebacker like Sorensen. Those guys are special teams guys that are playing like frontline players. And, then you factor in the Justin Houstons and, you're going to get Eric Berry back at some point. They've got a great young corner. These guys are good now. I mean, just because they're coached by Andy Reid and they're in a small market city in the middle of the country, don't sleep on these Chiefs because Alex Smith is now doing the things that Alex Smith, when he was drafted #1 to San Francisco. You see the athleticism, you see him extend plays, you see the accuracy, and he's playing as good as any quarterback in the National Football League right now. Dean Hunt, you got weapon after weapon. Travis Kelce, for my money right now, is the most outstanding tight end in the National Football League.
And you've got Kareem.
He's on the field.
Kareem Hunt is setting records as well. You know, 5 100-yard game from a rookie. That is crazy.
Yeah.
You've got Tyreek Hill running as well. Jeff, is this Alex Smith? We've talked about it. He's better than a quarterback. He's better than a game manager. Was he always going to do this? Did he just need the players around him, or was it that little bit of pressure in the draft another quarterback that's got him playing this good?
I really think it's this. It has more to do with the fact that all of these guys now, the guys you
Got 10 seconds, Jeff.
Kelsey, Hunt, Hill, those are all guys that came in under him. So he's grown those receivers the way he wants them.
All right, you're done. You are done. We're out of there. Ben.
Oh, I'm going to throw out the Texans. The Texans maybe have Rookie of the Year. I'll throw it out there. And suddenly they've gone from a team that's all about defense to all about offense. Well, what are we doing there? What a change.
You're saying Deshaun Watson,
maybe Rookie of the Year. At the moment, him and Hunter are standout at the moment, but he could be.
Yeah, it hasn't been. I think it was Robert Griffin III, the last quarterback to throw more than 4 interceptions in 2 consecutive games, and he is. Not interceptions, touchdowns. Thank you very much. And he's looking on fire, isn't he? He's changed this team, but. The big problem for the Texans, Jeff, 2 massive injuries on defence. You know, Menelik Watson and J.J. Watt. That's going to be huge for them.
And let's not forget the injury. You're talking injuries. You got suspensions that we're dealing with too in Houston. And I was really interested last night, guys. I watched the game with June Jones, who coached Warren Moon as a Houston Oiler when Warren had all those great seasons in the run and shoot. And I said, June, who's Watson remind you of? And he said, Warren Moon. Now that's an awful lot to say for a rookie, but I think he's got that same stuff that Warren had. The ability to throw it, makes every throw. He's got a big arm. He's got great feet. He's a leader. As his college coach, when they talked about drafting him, they asked him this. They said, "Would you take him?" And the coach looked him right in the scouts right in the eye and said, "Would you draft Michael Jordan?" That kind of a guy.
That's fair enough. But then they've scored over 30 points last 3 games. They've won 1.
Yeah.
They've lost 2. There's an issue there. Like, without that defense firing, their secondary doesn't look very good after they trade AJ Boyer away. They're going to do well to still win games. They're just so heavily reliant on Watson at the moment.
And the problem, I think, a little bit. I mean, you have Will Fuller making plays yesterday, but you're quite reliant on DeAndre Hopkins as well, right?
Well, Fuller has really helped them because Hopkins was the offense, right?
Yeah.
But again, they're starting to show some balance. I don't think this is not a throwaway team.
5 seconds.
Be right in there for their divisional championship. I just don't know if they're going to go very far in the playoffs if they get to the playoffs.
Fair play. We're already around around the circle. Jeff, it's hard, isn't it, to keep a subject under 2 minutes? I didn't realise how hard this would be. We've already gone over. I'm sure we have.
But change it to the 3-minute warning, but it doesn't really tie into the NFL very well, does it?
It kind of loses its appeal. Right, everybody ready? Nobody.
Oh yeah, round 2.
You ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go, Jeff. I want to talk about an issue specific to the UK. It's NFL Game Pass. I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter, Jeff, but it's been a mess, quite frankly. It's £140 people are paying their good-earned money to watch the games, and every Sunday at 6 p.m. they get kicked off the server. You can't log in, and you miss most of the 6 p.m. games before they've sorted it. I want to know: is this harming the NFL in the UK? Is it turning fans away?
Well, Tom, this one is tough for me to speak on because I'm not there, but I do, I sense the frustration of the people on Twitter. All I'm going to say, and I put this in a tweet today, is understand that the NFL and NFL UK will do everything they can to give you the best viewing experience you can get. Now, what they need to straighten out, I can't tell you, but I do know that they care and they listen.
Yeah,
definitely.
They've released a statement and they said that they're working on it. And yesterday, Game Pass themselves said that they were going to open up into negotiations for kind of refunds and compensation and that. But I think the NFL is so big in the UK now. I mean, people can watch it on Sky Sports, obviously. They can watch it on BBC. Talk Sport does a great show with Nat Coombs as well. There are other avenues. Do you think it's going to harm Game Pass more, or do you think the actual product of the NFL will be costed?
Game Pass for me. I think NFL will live on, but I think it's the main thing is people want to watch their teams, and the way they watch their teams is Game Pass if it's not on Sky. So you can still get access to NFL out there if you've got Red Zone or whatever, but people want to watch their teams.
I have a question, Jeff. Is it actually you're behind this because you're about to come back? We know you are, and you just want people to tune into you on a Sunday night.
Hey, listen, man, I want fans to watch the NFL wherever they watch it. You know, the OC and those guys do a great job on BBC, and like you talked about Nat with their show. But I think if you really like football and you really want to talk football and you want to see, you got to watch the Sky broadcast. And I really do believe that, that Alex Mason has done an unbelievable job of taking that.
All right, I've got to cut you there, Jeff, because I can't give you any more. Can't give you any more props for Alex Mason. And this 2 minutes is over. Jeff, your subject. Let's go.
I'm going to tell you, I want to know why everybody says the running back is a devalued position in the National Football League.
Oh, I love it.
Look around and you see what happened last year when Ezekiel Elliott comes to the Cowboys, and this year, Leonard Fournette, our guy from the Super Bowl last year, Tom.
Yep.
He's made such a huge impact. They could close games out yesterday against the Steelers, guys. We're talking about the Steelers. Not talking about somebody that can't stop the run or isn't big and physical. 18 straight runs to end the game. They did not throw a pass after 8 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Give me a running back. Give me somebody that can run the football.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because you've mentioned Fournette there. He's been. Marone said it before the season started. If we could run the ball every week, every down, we will do. Because one, they don't really trust Bortles, but two, Leonard Fournette is so damn good. And you've got Kareem Hunt who's ripping it up on the ground as well. And you've got just an amazing array of running backs in the moment.
Yeah, Lev Bell completely different again. Elliott played really well yesterday as well. And there was so many.
Fellas, think about Dalvin Cook, what his impact was. I mean, the running back is not a devalued position.
But what about the kind of change in running back over the last few years, Jeff? The ball catching running back seems to be more and more valuable. Is that the future? Do you think we're going to see a time where we don't have this kind of grind it out running back anymore? Yeah, bruiser.
Well, I think you look at. You mentioned a couple guys, right? And you talk about Melvin Ingram, and you talk about Gurley, and you talk about Fournette. Those are guys that can do all of it. I think what's really interesting as you look at this now, 73% of all passes in the NFL are thrown 10 yards or closer to the line of scrimmage. They don't throw the ball down the field very much. So if you're going to be in that kind of offense, then your running back has to be able to catch the football. So a guy that can do both those things becomes even more valuable.
All right, Ben,
Definitely.
your 2 minutes. Let's go.
Let's talk Patriots. Everyone hates the Patriots. They might not actually win their division. That's what I'm going to throw out there. I think they might not actually win it.
Wow.
Wait a second.
Hey, this is what I wanted, Jeff. I wanted you to get involved in it.
All right, who's going to win it?
Well, I think they will, but I think the Jets and the Bills are going to throw up a few surprises for
The
them.
Jets are going to.
Yeah, they're going to do it. They're just going to they're going to underestimate them. They're going to go in there. Here's another Ben hot take. Go on, Jeff. You're not agreeing with me here at all, so let's get us going.
He just said that Jack. Where'd you go for lunch today?
All right, I'm on nights at the moment, Jeff. I'm all over the place.
Right, so you really think that the New York Jets have a better chance of finishing higher than the New England Patriots?
No, I don't. But I think the Bills might.
All right, okay.
Because I think the Bills, they're really well organised. They're so well organised.
So they've been feisty, haven't they? And
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor's making plays as well.
Tyrod Taylor's good.
And when you've got someone, we've just talked about running back, someone like LaShawn McCoy who can create something out of nothing, they've got a chance, right, Jeff?
Well, I think here's the thing. They're playing really good on defense. They're playing better disciplined football. They've always had players. Marcel Darius, Jerry Hughes. I mean, they've got guys that can play the game. Micah Hyde's playing extremely well for them at safety. But when you look at the other side of the ball, they're hurt. They don't have anybody at wide receiver.
No.
And Tyrod's a guy that can extend plays and make some plays with his feet. But I just don't know if they're well balanced enough to win. They'll keep games close, but to win that division, I still think you're going to have to score points against New England.
Yeah, very, very tough. We've got 15 seconds left on the Bills. Is there anything else? Or the Patriots? Or the Patriots?
Or the Dolphins. The Dolphins might shock someone. I don't know. Probably not.
The
That can lead into your next point, actually, about the Dolphins. I've just timed it nicely.
Wow,
End of
perfect.
time.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The Miami Dolphins. I feel like I'm supposed to have a point on the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, offensive coordinator.
Oh,
Let's go.
The biggest news, well, not the biggest news, but some of the weirdest news, Jeff, coming out today. The Miami Dolphins offensive line coach, Chris Forrester, I think his name is. A video was released of him, or he shot it himself, snorting apparently a white substance. We can't confirm or deny what that is.
It's definitely white.
It's definitely white, and he was definitely snorting it. He has since resigned his position as of today. Adam Gase said he was aware of the revelation that happened last night. Jeff, what on earth is going on here? Sum it up for us.
Well, you know what? This is one of those deals where the NFL spends all kinds of money talking to the players about the impact of social media and how think before you send and all those things. And a woman put that video on her Facebook page. And obviously the people at TMZ who follow all that stuff picked it up. And, you know, I don't know, to be honest with you, how the guy's going to rebound from a career standpoint. He's already resigned. He's taken responsibility for it. I know the Dolphins have kind of closed the ranks, and they're saying, you know, we're going to talk about it. We're going to, you know, what direction we're going to go and what we're going to do. But think about it right now, man, for the Dolphins. I mean, talk about in pro football, we say you're going to have about 3 crises to deal with every year. Think about the Dolphins already. They have the hurricane. They have to move and practice for a week in LA. Then they go to London. Then they come and don't play well. Then they come home and stink it up at the Jets. Then their offensive line coach.
10 seconds, Jeff.
Timmons wanders away from the team.
Oh yeah.
While they're in Los Angeles. Adam Gase has got to be wondering what that is.
Yeah.
Well, they ain't going to win the AFC.
No,
I'm putting that out there right there. I feel actually quite exhausted after that. 2 minutes is so intense, isn't it? Where you're just like, let's go. And there's some. That's exactly how I felt. And there's so much to talk about. Jeff, I'm just going to offer it up now. Open it up to the floor. Any other business you want to talk about?
Well, I think, you know, one of the things that's, even now you're starting to see it on the players' social media page, just the unbelievable amount of injuries yesterday. I mean, that is going to be such a key factor, maybe more than anything else, going down the stretch as to who wins the Super Bowl and who's the playoff team. Who can stay the healthiest the longest, that's going to be a huge factor.
Who are you going to go for this week then?
I'm going to throw the Colts out there against the Titans. This is mainly reliant on, especially if Mariota doesn't play, but even if he does play, I don't think he's going to be running around making some scrambling plays. So I think the Colts are good. Like Jacoby Brissett and Marlon Mack as a little running duo, playing the option, I like.
Jeff, what do you reckon? Win or loss for Ben there?
I'm going to tell you something. I would stay away from that game. That one scares me. Too much unknown about that game. And so I'm not going to say that one. You know what? I'm going to go with this one. This is going to shock you a little bit. I'm going to call the Eagles a lock against Carolina.
Nice.
Thursday night.
That's a nice shout.
Oh, you're getting it in early as well. Thursday night, you're getting it sewn up in the bag. You also put the pressure on me there, Jeff, because it means I've got to get the editing out on Thursday before the game, so it proves that you didn't cheat. All right, I'm going to finish off our locks here. I am going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a team I liked. A team I really liked last year actually, and I liked at the start of the season. They haven't got firing quite yet, I don't think. They're taking on the Arizona Cardinals, again a team who really look a bit washed up, don't they? And a lot of people are saying that their Super Bowl window is closed. And it does seem like that. It kind of feels like Larry Fitzgerald maybe should have retired last year.
Harsh. Well, he had some great games.
Oh, not Larry, but just being on that team.
Okay, not himself.
It feels like the Cardinals are letting him down. What do you reckon to that, Jeff? Bucks to beat the Cardinals.
There's a couple key things you hit on that really scare me about Arizona's play right now. The quarterback's been sacked over 20 times, and that's way too many. And then you go to the other side of the ball, and the Arizona Cardinals, with as good a DBs as they've got, they are the worst in the league at giving up deep balls, big passes, chunk plays we call them. So I think those are two areas where Arizona's got to improve if they got any chance to go to the playoffs.
Absolutely. All right, so because Jeff's in and he wasn't in last week, we officially start the rankings from this season. So Jeff, you've gone for the Eagles, you've gone for the Colts, I have gone for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All interesting shouts.
Yeah, no easy picks there, which I quite like.
If you want to get involved in our leaderboard as well, let us know in the comments. Let us know who your lock of the week is. There's some pretty easy games there, I would say.
Oh.
I mean, there's never an easy game in the NFL.
Throw out one easy game. Let's see where you land.
Your favourite New York Jets are playing the Patriots. I fancy the Patriots there.
I forgot. I take it back. That's my lock.
That's too late, Jeff. It's too late. We've got it on record. You're going Eagles. If you want to get involved, please do in the comments. Let us know on Twitter what you want to see. And we're going to do this every week, right? We're going to do 2-minute warnings. So if you've got something to say or you've got a topic you want to talk about, get in touch with us. Let us know what it is, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeff, how do you feel about that? Doing that every week?
Sounds awesome, and we'll be doing it in London next week. Right?
Hey, London.
So I was also thinking this is a perfect thing that we might be able to introduce at a tweet up. 2-minute
Nice.
warning. We'll get some.
Now you're talking.
You know it. You know it makes sense, Del Boy. All right, let's finish it right here. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you very soon.
Thanks, Jeff.
Aloha, fellas. Aloha.
All right, and to all you watching, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Please subscribe, please comment, and please follow us on Twitter, NFL Talk UK. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.